Yo, what's good, guys? It's Jay Giller. You watching Getting to Know Jay Giller on the Waterwave channel.
Background go crazy on
Yeah, bitch.
Originally, I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. I grew up in Inver Grove Heights. That's where my upbringing was most of the time. Graduated from Simley High School. Went to school with a lot of people that I make music with still nowadays. Student 1, Joey Barboza. Almost said Barstead. Can't say his legal name, though. Even though I just did. We got Codes, Andre Alexander. Yeah, man. Shout out Simley High School. Shout out Inver Grove Heights. So that's a funny story. When I first started making music, I kind of dabbled with it when I was in like 3rd grade. I wrote one song when I was in 3rd grade, and I tried to like write some like Chris Brown kind of vibes, like singing vibes. And I wrote it on a piece of paper, and I'll never forget how embarrassed I was when my mom found it and she like asked me what this was. I'll just never forget that moment. And I stopped doing music because of the embarrassment for years, and then my senior year came around, and I would just get high with my friends. We'd ride around, smoke, we'd ask my homie Codes to freestyle for a minute, and then I just kind of got into it. And towards the end of my senior year is when I really started to find a passion for it. And yeah, that's the story right there. Watching my homie Student 1 too, that was inspiring. Grove Music was a group. It started as Joey Barstead, Cody, Codes, Andre Alexander, my homie Justice, and my homie Junior as well. It was just like 5 of us, fresh out of, this is right when I graduated, and we were all from Inver Grove Heights, so we're like, start like a little label almost called Grove Music because Inver Grove Heights makes sense, and it had a ring to it. And yeah, we all just started recording music in Joey's basement on a little mic with we used to put a pillow behind the mic stands. It was funny as how we'd be in Joey's closet with the pillow behind that. And our first song was called Prestigious. It was Joey, Cody, and I. That's funny as hell to think about. But yeah, Grove Music, it lasted for maybe like a year. We sold out. We did a few shows together. We sold out the garage for the 2nd time in venue history, which was pretty dope. But yeah, shout out Grove Music, man. No bad blood with any of the guys between it. We're all still friends to this day. Yeah, it's cool to look back at where everything started. The 4 projects I did. Okay. Yeah, this year was kind of crazy for me with music because the previous years I always found it really hard to like create a project, I guess I'd say. Because I would just think so hard on the concept of what the project has to mean, fucking how each song has to fit together. And then, I mean, yeah, I guess Growth was the first one this year. That was back in January. I guess me ending a relationship just kind of lit a fire under my ass. And I was like, okay, well, let's just make a bunch of music because that's all I really wanted to do. So I put together Growth. That was like, I think 7 songs. Dropped that at the end of January. Time goes on, and I didn't really get as much. I mean, it got some recognition, but I didn't get as much as I thought I deserved. So a couple months went by, and I was talking to Eric, my manager, shout out Waterwave TV. I was talking to Eric about doing a show in the summer called Summer Season. And that was in the name of my 2nd project, Summer Season, and that kind of just got put together out of just like a few songs that I already had recorded, and they all kind of fit together. They all kind of had like that like summer dancey vibing kind of feel to it. And yeah, I guess I just put that together. A lot of emotion into that project. If you take a day to go like listen to it, you'll feel the emotion that I put into it, and just like the raw emotion I put into that shit. And then that's when like I really started to like get like a feel for it, or like I was like, okay, damn, now I'm getting some recognition for like dropping a project. I got an interview with the Wiseman Show, shout out Jake and Joe. Got an interview with Twin City Tone from that project, shout out Tone, shout out Big Wiz, Lisa Moy, Go 95, shout out all you guys, y'all are dope. Shout out Chaz at 95.3 as well. And yeah, so like I got all that recognition. It was a really cool like month to go through because so many people were listening to it. So many people were like, "Yo, I love the project." And we did the Summer Season show There was a charity event for the Boys and Girls Club. We raised a lot of money from that. So just like all the like the good feeling I got, I guess, from dropping that project, I was like, damn, I'm hungry for more. So I put together 3 songs that were technically throwaways for the album. They were kind of just like off to the side, or on the bench. And I put them 3 out as a summer season deluxe. And then I was still hungry to drop more. So I was like, okay, well, I did a lot of like singing emotional shit. Let's show people that I can rap too, because there was a lot of talk like, okay, Jake, he don't rap anymore. He does too much singing. There's too much auto-tune, this and that. And I was like, okay, well, let me show you guys what I can really do. So I put together this tape called Sincerely Yours. And, yeah, man, I just laid it all out on the line. I made that in like less than a month. I was just in the studio making hella songs for it. First track, Sincerely Yours. You know, Eric made his first feature on the track. I should give him half the royalties from that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Put that together. It was Sincerely Yours, Lately I, Myself, and Where It Started. And that's just really me just talking about the hunger that I have to display and show like my rapping and lyrical ability. And bam, that dropped. And that was like 10 times what I got from summer season. I got another interview with Twin City Tone. I was getting radio play from the album. People streaming it. My streaming numbers jumped from it. I got a music video from Blacklight Visuals from that. Shout out my boy Aiden, you know. Shout out my boy Pat too, Flicked On. They be going crazy with the cameras. And yeah, and then the 4th project with KJ. Can't really name the name yet of the project because it drops in a few weeks, so I can't spoil it. But yeah, me and KJ Thomas, we were just chilling in the studio at the Waterwave crib, and we were just making songs, just like sad songs. Like, I just got my heart broken. By the way, I'm taking applications to come break my heart again because I need some more sad music. Anyways, yeah, we're just making songs in the studio, and we were just sitting there, and I don't remember if Eric brought up the idea or if we just kind of said, let's do a project together. But yeah, it kind of just turned into a project. Really, it was just us working on singles, then it turned into like an EP that we're making. 30 songs later, we got the lineup for the EP, but no names. Can't snitch. No 6ix9ines over here. But yeah, 4 projects in 1 year. That's crazy to think about. Okay, so I got 2 separate influences. One, like a musician and just life. My music, like on the music side, like musical influence, I'd have to say it's both Mac Miller and Drake. Mac Miller for sure, because Mac Miller was who I listened to when I first really got introduced to hip hop. Like, I would listen to rap as a kid when I was in like middle school and shit, but Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza, I'll never forget the feeling I got listening to that Mac Miller song. I was at my boy Anthony's birthday party. That's how crazy music is. It'll make you remember little things. But yeah, somebody showed me that song and I was like, dude, this Mac Miller dude's dope. I was like 12 or 13 at the time. And Drake too, around that time was when Drake was first getting discovered, signed with Young Money. All that came out, and I don't know, just watching them both propel up to the artists they became was really inspiring to me. And yeah, Drake's Take Care album is like the album of my lifetime. That's the only vinyl I got right now, and honestly, I'm satisfied. I don't need any other vinyls. Take Care's greatest album, and I'll argue with anybody on that. You want to argue on it? Hit my Instagram DMs. I'm ready to debate on why Take Care is better than your favorite album. Oh, by the way,
In your opinion.
I also forgot to name my life inspiration for the music. My life inspiration for the music would be my mom. My mom's a hard worker, single mom, grew up just with my mom raising me. So that's the person I want to make the most proud. So yeah, I'm going to get my mom a new crib. Probably a Benz when we blow up. Anything she wants, really. Goats. Are we talking music? Goats? Drake? Mac Miller? I mean, you gotta say the basic Biggie and Tupac, because just like the impact they had on the culture. I would say Andre 3 Stacks. Dr. Dre too, just because, I mean, just on everything he's done. And Jay-Z, the impact he has had on the culture. like everything that he's doing. R.I.P. to Mac, man. That was a crazy day for me. I was riding with my ex at the time, and we were in her car riding around, and I was on Twitter, and I saw like an article that said Mac Miller just died. And I didn't really believe it at first. I was like, okay, this is probably just another celebrity fake like death, like a hoax. So then I did more research, and I'll never forget, I Googled Mac Miller, and it said Mac Miller pronounced dead on like multiple sources. And that sucked. It hurt. I remember the instant that I found out, I listened to his song Best Day Ever. My favorite Mac Miller song of all time. If you're ever down, you ever need some uplifting music, listen to that song, because that's greatest Mac Miller song I've ever heard. And I cried listening to it because it felt like I lost a friend almost, because I was just forever listening to Mac. So it felt like I lost somebody that knew me, but he didn't know me. But I wish I could have gotten one chance to meet him and let him know how thankful I was for his music and the impact he had on me. Yeah, that shit was tough.
A.
Atomic.
B. It's gotta be somewhat quick.
Okay, B. Big.
C.
Crisp.
D.
Dominate.
E.
Easy.
F.
Fuck it up.
G.
Galaxy.
H.
Hi.
I.
I.
J.
Jake.
K.
Krispy Kreme.
L.
Lessons.
M.
Millions.
N.
Never stop.
O.
Original.
P.
Prolific.
Q.
Quentin Casey.
R.
Relaxation.
S.
Spitting bars, baby.
T.
My favorite word to use all the time. Tragic.
U. Don't put your mouth.
Unibrows.
V.
Valentine's Day.
W.
Whiteout.
X.
The ones we don't talk to anymore.
Y.
Yellow crayons.
Yellow crayon.
Yeah.
Z.
Zebras, because the stripes and shit are dope. The main message in most of my music is to really just say how you feel. Don't hold back, because I do that in a lot of my music. I put a lot of emotion into my music, whether it's about like past experiences I've gone through with women. Because, I mean, if you listen to my music, about half of my music is me talking about just tough times and relationships I've gone to, just because it's easier for me to cope with that kind of shit. Everybody goes through it, but I really enjoy making music on it. And, I mean, the other half would be the main message is to just, be yourself, be original, chase your dreams, and don't let nobody stop you. Run till you fall. The biggest plan that I want to achieve in 2020 is I'm going for the long stretch. I want to follow up with my boy Student One, and I want to hit that 2 million plays in 2020 on Spotify. It's a long jump, but I think I can get there. I want to hit Soundset. I want that bad. Like, I'm hungry for that shit. And I want Waterwave to blow up. That's my team. That's my family. And I want to see that go into the fruition that it's growing into already, and I want to see it blow up exponentially. You can follow me at It's Jake Giller on Instagram, Jake Giller Music on Twitter. I mean, shit, add me on Facebook too, Jake Giller Music. I might make a Jake Giller Music Tinder for anybody that wants to, listen to some music. I'm capping. And yeah, just Jake Giller. Just search Jake Giller on YouTube. You'll find all the Waterwave vlogs that we've done. All that. Giller. This is Jake Giller, the one and only. Thanks for getting to know me. Thanks for tuning in. One more time, this was Getting to Know Jake Giller. Make sure you click subscribe at the bottom of the screen to Waterwave TV. Damn,
In
peace
a
and
box,
blessings.
Chevy crew heavy like I'm bench pressing 22.5, who am I be higher than the sky. I'm a plane, you a bird, and my engine getting burned. What's the word, baby? Go ahead, tell me what you heard. Had to separate myself from all the hypocrites I curved. I got way too many people on my back, I keep it stern. What I'm worth, motherfucker, need a milli for a verse. Now I'm back at the money where it's at. I was broke. All these women